Hi, I'm Dante. Welcome to my channel, Ferrigno Freedom. This channel is based on healthy lifestyle. Everything from food to mental health and spiritual health. My journey as I go on lion diet and have found a new lifestyle through carnivore living. I hope you'll want to stick around and watch some more of my videos as I go through my progression. I've been doing this over 1.5 years now and it has been life-changing. But I wanted to tell you real quick about my new merch shop. I've added some new designs to my t-shirts and other merchandise so that if you're looking for cool carnivore gear or just something that shows you support the channel or to remind you to screw it, get up and do it, check out the merch shop today and see some of the neat new designs. Enjoy the show. Alright, so I just got back from Walmart and got a few deals on their manager markdowns, like this tomahawk ribeye, $7.22 a pound. You gotta get there early to catch these things. Got another one, and I was able to find some deals on some ribeye, down from $15.97 a pound to $9.11 a pound for prime ribeye. Same thing here, $9.10 a pound. $9.10 a pound, and then even this regular ribeye, which was strange, at $9.73, but it was such a nice thick cut of meat I still wanted to get it because I love my ribeyes. But you know, as I was driving this morning, I was thinking about something. I'm just so thankful, even with all the craziness going on. I mean, I just got back and Katie had on a thing with Mark Zuckerberg talking to Joe Rogan, and apparently all kind of crazy new information's coming out. But for the moment that I was out this morning, I was just thankful because I think back in history and how much people had to deal with to even have food available and to have transportation and just to get through each day. And here I am coasting down the road in my little 2009 Honda, you know, basic model car, but I'm cruising along. I'm not having to hoof it out and go find food this morning. I mean, I'm driving to the store to pick up food because we live in a civilized society still. And I'm thankful for that, especially considering how much is going on that's upheaval right now. It was just a blessing. It was just a blessing to look around and realize that things haven't gone crazy yet at the lower level. Down here, where everybody's still working and trying to get through each day and making meals and going to work. People are still treating each other fairly decent and trying to make it through each day. You know, people are still staying in their lane when they drive. It isn't Mad Max out there. Well, if you watch the news, though, or you pay attention to what's going on in the world on the macro level, you would think it would be already. So the past couple of evenings, it was either, three nights, I don't know, something like that. It's been either raining or I was working on the chicken coop. I was able to get it finished up, and you can see that there's still a little bit that needs to be done to make it a complete chicken coop, at least in my mind. You know, Katie and I have raised a lot of chickens over the past few years, and we found that when we let them run around a little bit more loose, we tend to lose more of them. How you doing? We tend to lose more of them that way, and like dogs and stuff like that will get to them, or owls or something. I don't know. We found them in bad ways before, like they were ripped up and we didn't know exactly what caused it. But at the same time, I like the idea of them roaming around the yard picking up bugs and not eating the same grass in the same place, and me having to throw grass into their pen all the time. But I'm open to suggestion. If you've been raising chickens for a long time, maybe you got some suggestions. Should we cover this penned in area that we have the chicken coop in, or should we just leave it open and let them run around? I'm thinking we need to have something that's still pinned in a little bit. And I know a lot of you guys have talked to me about what type of chickens we need to have. That's my wife's department. She's the one that picks out the chickens. I don't know anything about that. She's the one who's taken an egg candling class for the state. She's the one that remembers that it's the bloom on the egg that everybody keeps reminding me when I didn't know about it the other day when I was talking about eggs, and that there was something on the surface that keeps it safe where you don't have to refrigerate it right away. And but you want to wash the poop off before you crack it into the pan. At least I do. Yep, I pretty much got the coop wrapped up. It does need to have some kind of chicken fencing up on the top there to keep them from getting out through the top, I think. But again, these are areas open to speculation. I've had store-bought chicken coops in the past, and I've also used dog pens for chicken coops, so I'd love to have your recommendations. Whatever you guys think is good for raising chickens. I love to hear the myriads of them and find out which one works the best. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned some current event issue involving Mark Zuckerberg talking to Joe Rogan. And I'm gonna probably check out what's going on with all that. But I can tell you, there's one thing I have realized is that it's still gonna be a bumpy ride. Regardless of how this all plays out, it's going to be a bumpy ride. The one thing I do know is that I don't have any control over what goes on outside of myself. Self-control is about the only thing that I have any control over, and I barely have any control over that. I'm thankful to have been able to take some control over it and encourage you to take control of yourself. Decide that you're going to make sure that you're putting into your body the things that are healthy for you, for your body and for your mind, so that you'll be ready for difficult times. Hopefully we won't have to face those difficult times. Hopefully there'll be some kind of deliverance from that. I look for the Lord to deliver me in my life on a regular basis, because there's many times where I'm faced with circumstances that seem insurmountable, and then I look back after just trusting in the Lord and getting through it, and those things are behind me now. So even though I still see storms all around me, and the Red Sea is in front of me, and the mountains are on either side, and the Pharaoh's bearing down behind me with his army, I stand and wait for the deliverance of the Lord. And I can encourage those of you who are believers that you can find some solace in that as well, because nothing's happening that he didn't plan for or prepare for. We just all would like to see things get back to a little bit normal. And I'm right there with you. But the key is going to be doing it on the inside. Making sure we're not looking for the speck in somebody else's eye, but looking for the beam in our own eye. Make sure we're straightening out our own personal situation. Getting our own physical health, mental health, spiritual health straightened out. That's what's going to turn this mess around. And I hope you'll join me on that by saying, screw it, I'm going to get up and do it. And I'm going to stop letting circumstances control me. I'm going to take control of myself. I'll see you next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?